Oh yeah. Extra lit. Thing I got going on, especially trying to connect with the M's and put the word out about what we doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, of course. It's actually good to finally see you. I think we've heard a lot of the music now, so it's nice to
Right.
actually put a face to it, right?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. So I guess the question is, do you want to introduce yourself first of all, then fully, so we can, when we put that out there, everybody knows exactly who you are, where you come from, what you're doing.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm V of 40M. I represent 40 million strong, aka 40M. We a powerhouse movement in the US, pushing towards black independence, black self-determination, and black awareness. We utilize music as a vehicle to be able to connect with our people and to be able to push that message. And that's what we're doing today. We tapped in with Principal Music. We appreciate Mass for having us. And you already know when the Fools is in, everything lit. You know what I'm saying?
So how long then have you guys been? How long you been running with it? Because it's a big mission that you're kind of pushing through your music, right? So it'd just be good to know, like, how long has that from inception to now? Kind of where's that journey taken you?
Yeah, yeah. Well, we started everything in 2020.
Yep.
The concept, in terms of the process of get the ball rolling has been time in the making. But everything officially kicked off 2020, prior to the situation that happened with George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? And then that situation happened, so it just kind of kicked it in overdrive.
Yeah. See, I think that especially for you guys over in America has been such a focal point to a lot of things, and I think for changing and looking at the society from a black perspective has just it's blown everything up, right? I think.
That's a fact.
I,
That's a
I mean,
fact.
to the point that it's very rare that things come from you guys to over here in such a big
Uh-huh.
in such a big movement. Like cities stopped and everything at a standstill. So that was something amazing. So I guess when you look at what you guys are doing then with your music with that, I think it's something that's
Uh-huh.
really resonating over here. I mean, we've got a lot of our artists doing a similar thing. So I guess is there
Right.
I know, I guess that was the driving force, but what was it? Was that the turning point for you that when that happened?
Nah, nah, nah. Like I said, we was already on timing. It's just that in terms of people relating to what we had going on, I hate to say it, but sometimes things kind of turn into trends.
Yeah,
So at that particular time, it became trending or a trendable thing to, be aware or socially tapped in to be trying to push towards some type of progress.
yeah,
You know, we're a movement for real. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So it just so happened that around the time where we were becoming official, in terms of people knowing about us publicly,
yeah,
this situation happened a few months later. So it was like, timing is everything. We, definitely didn't want nothing like that to happen. But, situations like that shine a light on something that's happening every day, whether it's pushed by the media, whether it's talked about as headline news. Every day it's a situation happening to where it displays our situation and how we're treated and our circumstances essentially around the world, not just here in the US, but over there where y'all at, etc.
100%,
You know what I'm
100%.
saying?
I mean, I think like I'm saying, I think we have the issue. Well, what I can say is we have your style of music now, and the stories that you're pushing and the message and the drive that's behind it. Honestly, astronomical. It's actually amazing. It's nice to see.
Oh, appreciate it, though.
It's nice to
Appreciate it.
see, I guess, our people moving up, right? It's nice to see being
Right,
able to.
right, right.
It's going back to the original proper movements where it's about us now and throwing everything that
Uh-huh.
we've got at it, right? So it was just I heard when I heard your track, it actually hit me from
Yeah.
a minority point over here. So it was also nice to see the
Uh-huh.
connection, right, between the two countries and how it, it
Right.
it can sit. So I guess one of the things for me is how has your music now been received? I guess more recently with I feel like it's hit another turning point where it's kind of creating that big divide socially. between
Right.
people still having the doubts over what's happening in the world and what we actually go through, and people that are trying to,
Right.
and people still trying to push the movement. But I feel like some of the trend has kind of come off slightly. So how has that kind of affected what you guys are doing?
Not too much, because at the end of the day, we're not doing it because of a trend.
Yeah, of course.
It's necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, whether other people are on the bandwagon or not, somebody has got to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like in these moments you find out who's serious versus who's not.
Yeah.
When it's not trendable, when it's not popular, when it's not, when it doesn't have a push behind it, you get a general idea how serious people are when it comes to things like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a spotlight being shown on it right now. So the people that's active and still doing what they're doing, that's giving you a general idea that these people are maybe a little more dedicated than the others who did not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's about being genuine when you're doing this. Because people understand. We feel energy. We connect with people and we disconnect with people based on energy.
Yeah.
So, when you're serious and you're genuine about something, whether people are into it or not, they'll respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Almost to a certain level of admiration. That's not my thing, but I respect and I admire how you approach it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what I guess then is, because you've just said it, you may not necessarily respect it, but you get the approach it. How is there anybody out there at the moment for you that would be that person? Would that be an influence in the sense of, I'm not fully with what you're doing, but I like the message that you're sending? Is there anybody like that for you at the moment?
I mean, I could chat with you about this. I've done interviews with, I'm gonna just say others.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've done interviews with others,
Yeah.
and I refuse to say anything derogatory or even negative about our people on anybody's platform like that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, that's not really my thing. You know what I'm saying? Not us. You know what I'm saying? You can forget about it now. I'm gonna get up here and preach the gospel when it comes to everybody else.
Yeah.
But when it comes to us, I leave that for the round table in our private settings.
Yeah, respected.
But it's a lot of brothers and sisters who, they got the platforms and they got a lot of things working to their benefit that could really be of great use to us. That could really move and push the needle, but because of sometimes personal gains or personal interests. Sometimes it's because they might have certain connections. There's some of us that I'm gonna just be real. You tapped in with the M, so can I speak bluntly? Can I be the M?
Of course.
All right. Yeah, I'm saying at the end of the day, it's a lot of them in the pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like their money, their resources, their platforms, etc. Their entire business, to a certain extent, their money is tied up in the crackers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So because they in the pocket, they can't say but so much, they can't do but so much. And at the end of the day, Steve Harvey said it very cleverly one time on his show. He said, the best thing I could do for a poor person is not be one of them. In short, I can't risk my fortune and my success to try to necessarily save somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's not how we're going to progress and move.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It has to be a case where it won't ever be a case where every single one of us will unanimously agree on everything, agree on every step of every process. It's never going to happen. We're all different people, even though we're all of the same people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we have to at least have certain commonalities. We got to be able to agree on basic shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Simple fact. I know for a fact, the melanated, we call ourselves Melanites.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna break something down real fast if you allow.
Yeah.
The reason why we can't be recognized as a people, whether it's us here, y'all there, or us collectively together, is because Black is a color. That's not a people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because we don't recognize ourselves as anything, African American attaches you to this particular area. It don't give you ownership or connection to that land. You're actually separating yourself by classifying yourself as such.
Yeah.
But because we have not definitively referred to ourselves as a people, that prevents us from being able to declare ourselves on any type of international paperwork. to say that
Wow.
we want to be this, or we feel we should have this, or represent ourselves in any form of fashion. Instead, we're being represented by the others.
Yeah. Wow.
So we
Yeah.
call ourselves Melanites. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we are Melanites because we are the most melanated people on the planet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So
I like that.
this is this makes sense to you, I
Yeah.
see. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? At the end of the day, is we represent ourselves in this way.
Yeah.
And because we declare ourselves as this particular group, now we can step forward and say the Melanites. We can't just say the black people. Who is the black people?
Yeah.
Who are they?
It brings everyone together into the one group, right? Rather than it being, because I feel like as a people, when you say black people, it does segregate. As someone that's light skinned, I can honestly say it happens. It creates a divide
Right,
within, right? So
right,
Melanites is just another way of. It's just I've never thought to look at it that way. That's
right.
actually
Yeah,
amazing.
that's who we are.
Yeah, that's
Right. You know what I'm saying?
awesome.
So we represent ourselves in that way, and then we can move forward. We can say collectively, right? It don't have to be all of us, like we just saying. Everybody won't
Yeah,
agree unanimously,
yeah,
but they at least have basic things such as that.
yeah.
Okay, we represent ourselves under this name. So if ever we decide we want to get, give me somebody from over there who is a good representation of black awareness or black power or black independence.
We would probably say I'm going to go music route because of a more recent artist wise, Stormzy. He's very anti-government political. He's very much stand against the establishment, the betterment of black people,
I got you.
etc. So yeah, I'd say from a young perspective anyway, it'd probably be a bit.
I got you. I got you. So, say you have somebody like Stormzy, right? Stormzy gets out there and he pushes this concept, right?
Yeah,
Ultimately, you know what I'm saying, over time, his fan base or the people who tapped into his music, starts to kind of, if not fall in line with this concept, will at least have a certain understanding, respect,
yeah,
or even an agreement with it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So at that point, that's a
yeah,
but he's using his music to do it.
yeah,
That's essentially what we're doing. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Every single song is black power, black independence, black self-sufficiency.
And you can
You know what I'm
feel it.
saying?
You can feel it through every note,
Right,
through
right.
everything. You can feel it, and it's actually it's a skill and a talent to be able to do that. I'd say in the society that we're in, and it's brave and it's bold in the society that we're in.
No,
And I think it's something that's very, very, very much needed. And honestly, I think I shared some of your music with a couple of my friends, where we're a very close community. I would say for where we live, it's
right.
predominantly white area. There's only a couple of us, if I'm honest. We're friends by default, and I'll be honest with you, it happens, right? Um,
I got you. I got you.
and I think I showed a couple of people, and it was very, it was very much, it was the empowerment. It was the feeling heard, seen, understood, and it was just so skillful to do that from a society where we live separate, different worlds. It's different lives. It's different countries. It's different
Mm,
cultures. So to have had that be able to resonate with people here, I don't know if you know that happened yet, but it's a massive skill. It's very rare that people over here will let people from, especially in America, to kind of infiltrate the little world that we've built.
I got you.
And it
I
very much
got you.
worked for the people in my circle. So props on that one, I have to say.
No, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Tell him via 40M sends his love. You know what I'm saying? Heavy on the force.
I'll let them
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
I like
But
that.
yeah, we got a lot more coming in terms of the music.
Yeah,
Again, the movement is not just the music, it's
yeah, yeah.
just a part of it.
That's a part, no?
You know what I'm saying?
It's a
So
piece of the
a lot
puzzle.
of what we got going on, say that
It's
again.
a piece of the puzzle. It's not the
There
whole
you
puzzle.
go. Right, right, right. So, we got say for example, we got the I Love Music Festival coming up that's
All right.
down this way. That's actually gonna be in Kinston, North Carolina.
Yep,
This is the third annual one. So this is the third year in a row that they had it. I think it's pushed by Ski Money,
yep,
who was a DJ here on 101.9 FM. We got that event coming up May the 20th. We got a celebration essentially for Malcolm X's birthday. His birthday is actually May the 19th. We're gonna celebrate it on May the 20th. We're gonna do that at the Holloway Gymnasium That's also going to be in Kinston, North Carolina. These are the things that we got going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're big,
You know,
big
it's
things.
right, community oriented. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Of course, we got to start where we at, but we trying to get over there where y'all are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everywhere the Melanites are, that's where the M's need to be. You know what I'm saying?
The next show that you do here, front and center. I expect guest list.
Say less. You got tickets, passes, anything else, man. Come kick it with the M's. You know what I'm saying?
So what's kind of your releases looking like then this year? I can see you doing a lot of different shows and things. So what's your releases looking like?
What you mean coming up? What as far as what I already released?
No, so for the next year, what are the plans for releases for say 23?
Oh yeah, we got singles. We're gonna drop some singles, and at the end of the year, we're gonna put out a mixtape.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, it's gonna be a mixtape, but it's gonna be all original material.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So won't be no hopping on other people's beats unless somebody tap in and we got some type of situation going on there. But outside of that, everything will be original.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Heavy on the fours, like I said, revolutionary to the max. You know what I'm saying? If you're not trying to hear that, if you're not trying to tap, you might as well not even turn. You don't even turn it on. I'm telling you.
We like originality. That's the way it needs to be.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Every single mainstream track now is it's an old track that was out in the 90s that somebody's redone.
That's right.
Can you
That's
not do
right.
that? Is there no originality left now, or does that not exist?
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. It's like a lot of the stuff that we listen to that is older
Yep.
is actually a copy of something that's even older.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got a lot of samples that we hear from like the 80s and the 90s that are actually samples from an earlier period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we take that as being necessarily original, as being original content, which it is.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, but it still has the imprint of something older.
Yeah.
So it's not completely original.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I don't knock people, for, if you take something and make it your own, I don't knock people for that. But if you're going to take and carbon copy somebody else, then, you know what I'm saying? You setting yourself up for failure. You know what I'm
Questionable,
saying?
right?
Like,
Questionable.
this person might be successful or may not be that successful being themselves. So now you're going to take and carbon copy what they're doing already.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that was one of the things that, again, we liked about yours because I tend to listen. Obviously, I listen to a lot of music, like day in and day out. That's what I do. Right. It's the concept that I have a very big block in my brain where if I hear something that's already out, I'm constantly comparing it. There's no way for me to not compare it. My brain just does it. It doesn't matter what happens. So I'll hear a sample and I'm like, I've heard that. But it's not as good as the original though. Or, but it's missing that little bit of flavor. You don't get that with what you do. You don't get that.
No doubt. Well, I appreciate that. Well, all I say is if you be you, there's nobody else on the planet just like you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no one else on the planet like Madison. You feel me? There's only one you. They might have the same name, etc., but they are not you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as long as you stay true to that, then you're automatically gonna have a unique craft. You know what I'm saying? Even if you use somebody else as a model or like a basis or a foundation to kind of build off of, as long as you stay true to yourself, eventually you're gonna find your individual niche.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna figure out what works for you.
So there's a difference between imitation and inspiration, right?
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I'm not like oh my God, I got to sit down and write. Like I'm not like one of them people. So my inspiration comes from random spots. I might be driving down the strip and I might just hear a melody or something like that just pop in my head, and now it's like a puzzle, you know what I'm saying? I got the first little piece, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm about to build on top of that, or I might be in there listening to the Spinners, or I might be listening to Bob Marley or Peter Tosh, Public Enemy or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And even though my music is clearly different from theirs, you know what I'm saying? It's little bits that inspire me. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that, from what we hear on the radio, what you call mainstream music. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they're not preaching the gospel. They preaching what's gonna make money.
Yeah.
Whatever these crackers will allow them to put on the airways, which they're never gonna allow us to put anything that's constructive on the radio for ourselves. Everything has to be destructive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, as long as they pushing that, then yeah, they gonna allow them to get their little money, make their riches, free, you know, feed their little friends and their family members in the hood or whatever. And you know, we will stay in this position.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really get motivated from that very much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might like the beat, I might like the vibe, but bro, how many different ways can you say you shoot a gun? How many different ways can you say that you move a pack?
Yeah.
How many different ways can you say you fuck mad females? How many different, you know what I'm saying? How
Yeah.
many different ways can you do that?
Yeah.
You know, we're in like year 50 of hip hop now. Like,
It's about
you
time.
feel me? You thank you, Mads. Thank you.
It's about
Thank
time.
you.
Something we created, but we can't push forward, right? It's kind
There you go.
it's mind-boggling. So you just touched on it a bit, but I'm interested to know, because that's where I always have a block with any music, which is why I've never reached your position, realistically.
Right.
So what is your kind of process between if you then got, how do you keep that idea long enough to keep it moving? It sounds petty, but that's something a lot of people struggle with.
Yeah, well, a lot of times it's because I sit there and keep playing with it until I like it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Enough that I've memorized it. Like, it'll sometimes it start off with a line, sometimes it's just a melody.
Yeah.
So I hear like the melody and then I start adding words to it. Now, because I'm constantly humming it to myself after probably like 10, 15 minutes, it is now I remember it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Occasionally I might have to pull out my phone and put it in like an email.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's like something that's a little exaggerated or something that I'm thinking of and I got a lot going on around me, then I might have to just real fast. You know what I'm saying? But usually I just sit there and just keep messing with it. The next thing I know, I got a hook or a bridge or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then I just build from there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't essentially me though. The inspiration is the creator. You know, our ancestors is connected to us through our DNA. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get too deep on y'all
No, you
today.
go. You
You know
go.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're tapped in, you know, on a molecular level, on a spiritual level. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we get inspiration from the strangest places that we can't really describe.
Yeah.
You know, you might have been waxing the floor. You know what I'm saying? I heard it. Next thing you know, I'm serious. That's how we work. You know what I'm saying? We are very creative people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we get inspiration. Our muses come from multiple places. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same for me. You know, at the end of the day, the creator, the source of all energy, the universe, and the ancestors, that's where my inspiration comes from, my greatest inspiration. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Love
why I
that.
get a credit to. All them songs, they got my name on them, but they did the work. You feel me? They
Love
got
that.
my name, but they did the work.
Love that. Love it. Absolutely love
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
So then I guess for out of what you've released so far, then now it's for the big question: which one's been your? I first want to know which has been the most difficult for you to create and get to the end of, and which has been your favourite out of anything you've released so far. Out of curiosity,
Okay.
because they're hard questions. Normally, people don't like to pinpoint a particular track, but this is so our lot know where to go to. Which one's the most important to dip their toe in?
Yeah.
You
I
know?
get you. Right. I got you. I would say Power because Power had it wasn't just me. You know what I'm saying? It was
Love
the
that track.
M's on the track.
Yeah.
We had Hippie on it, and then we had Ty. You know what I'm saying? These are two brothers who, you know, we connected, you know, in terms of the movement, but we hadn't connected on a music level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to try to get everybody's style to make sense, and then I rap on. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the South.
Yeah.
You know, even though I'm from Philadelphia originally, you
Oh,
know what I'm
okay.
saying? I'm from the South now, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
was saying.
Ah,
You know,
okay.
so
That's where you claim it.
right. So I make drill music,
Yeah.
which is essentially not what they make here. This is
Oh.
different for this area. Like they're more into like I guess what you would call melodic trap.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the NBA young boys, Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? That's more the vibe that they into because we're in North Carolina. North Carolina's so close to the Georgia or Atlanta, Georgia market. Atlanta is the biggest the biggest music arena in this part, essentially.
Right. Okay.
So a lot of their influences impacted what's going on here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? North
Yeah.
Carolina is closer to Georgia than it is to New York.
Yeah. That makes sense. That actually makes
So
sense. Yeah.
Right. So at the end of the day, the sound is more catered to that.
Right.
But because I make drill music, it stands out a lot more.
It makes
You know
it
what I'm saying?
unique,
Even
but it
before they
makes it
even hear what
unique.
I say, just the beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like Hippie is more like a neo soul rapper type style. You know what I'm saying? I call him smooth jazz. You know what I'm saying? He like the smooth jazz of rap. You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's more like his style.
Oh, that definitely comes through in the
40 M
vocal.
Ty. Right.
Smooth.
That's why he does a little more singing,
Yeah.
etc. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little more aggressive. That's just my
Yeah.
temperament. That's more his temperament, but it works when
But
we
it
put it down
complements. It
together.
complements. It's yeah.
Right. 40 M Ty has more like a gospel background.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying? So he
interesting.
essentially came from the church. Right.
Yeah.
So for him, his sound comes from more of that feel. So to try to get gospel neo slash
Mm.
alternative rap and then UK drill slash revolutionary rap on the same song and make it work, you know what I'm saying? That was probably the most, you know what I'm saying, the most difficult. I,
Wow.
I, I wouldn't call it difficult though, because it was a vibe. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah, of
saying, this
course.
shit ain't work for us. You know what I'm saying? But it was, you know what I'm saying, in terms of making it work because it wasn't just me, I would say it probably took a little more parts. There you
Yeah.
go.
And so it was mad. So because obviously now I'm getting the background of it, so obviously I've heard the track, but there's a very big difference
Right.
from hearing the track and seeing the finished piece, and knowing
Right.
how yeah, connecting together. Because obviously I just go, that was a nice vocal, and that was a nice line, and kind of, well, that was a good beat, and then but knowing the other side to how you're all so different, but you've all been able
Uh-huh.
to interlink is just
Right.
that is fair play. That is because you've got so many different genres, right?
Right.
That's mental.
Uh-huh.
So then I guess are you looking then to do more of kind of that together for future?
Yeah, well, we got a song that we about to put out. I'm trying to give it some time because, like I said, timing means a lot in terms of the
Yeah.
music business. You know what I'm saying? And trying to just when you pushing out so much music and as an art, just as a creator, and you'll recognize what I'm about to say. We are most prideful, or we have the most interest in pushing our most recent work versus our older work.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So because we always want to push what we just dropped. Fuck the song I just dropped a week ago. You know what I'm saying? I just dropped one a day. So this is you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Let's
And
ignore that. Let's ignore all the hard work that went into that. Let's ignore that
you
now.
feel me?
We've got something
There you
shiny and new
go.
to
You know what I'm
play with.
saying?
Let's go with that.
There you go. So I'm following the motto of quality over quantity.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just dumping out music, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put out music at the right time. You know what I'm saying? The most opportune time. You know, the points that's gonna make sense.
Yeah.
So we got the score that's Ty. Hippie gonna be up there too. Hippie may or may not. I'm gonna say he is just for right now.
Yeah.
But it's gonna at least be 40 M Ty and Hippie G, and then of course via 40 M.
Yeah.
So we got that one coming up. I got another one I'm sitting on. I'm debating on if I want to put it out. We're gonna see. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But
Okay.
stay tuned. I'll drop a snippet of it. That's what I like to do. Because I sit on music.
Yeah.
I recorded Martin Luther a while ago. You know what I'm saying? Actually
Yeah.
before I got locked up, I did Martin Luther.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I sat on that for months,
And just
almost
didn't.
really a year or so, you know what I'm saying, before I put it out, you know, and ultimately look what happened. So,
Yeah.
timing is everything.
It works well. It works very well.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess then from that, what's your? It sounds really cheesy question, but what's your kind of hopes for the next, say, 5 years, but for 40M as a whole, I suppose. Where are you looking to be?
Right. Well, 5 years,
Yeah, we'll do
I
five.
plan on having us, I plan 5 years.
Yeah.
The plan is for us to have a referendum. That's the plan. In 5 years, I want to have
Okay.
the very first referendum. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? In which we will collectively vote on whether we want to stay a part of this current structure or if we want to our own. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? That's
Yeah.
the goal. You know what I'm saying? So between now and then, I intend to tour city to city, state to state, implant the M's as much as I can, tap in with as many community members as possible to get the ball rolling. For one, if we ever want to be an independent people, we have to have an economy.
Yeah.
We have to have an economy. You feel me? You can't be an independent people and don't have a sufficient way of being able to supply for yourselves.
Yeah.
Food, shelter, clothing, the bare necessities, and don't forget we are spoiled people. Technology has spoiled us
Yeah.
greatly.
Yeah.
So at the
Yeah.
end of the day, we're not about to go back to the Stone Age. That's not
No.
about to happen. I don't see. We already got the blinders on. I definitely don't see the blinders coming off and us going into that.
No.
So we have to have our resources pulled together. We have to have some type of economic based structure.
Yeah.
That's something simple. That's just a matter of us figuring out what we already have versus what we don't have and which we need to get.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the plan is to have a tour that's going to correspond with us doing that. Once we get everything done in the process, we're going to be putting out this word. You know what I'm saying? Preaching the gospel, getting our people tapped in, getting them as much information as possible while keeping them as inspired and motivated as we can as possible with the music.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, in 5 years, we had that tour. Hopefully we get Stormzy. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a hell of a tour. We had the most revolutionary rappers in the world on deck. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? We have Stormzy, the M's, and we had that last little leg of the tour, and that'll correspond with the celebration. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully at that point, we'll be an independent people, man.
Okay. And then from a, I guess, a listener's perspective or reader's perspective, whichever one medium they end up going for, listen to this. What is it that they need to do to get involved? What can they do?
Tap in via 40M on all social medias. You can reach out to me personally, xlmplus@gmail.com. Again, that's xlmplus@gmail.com. Send us an email. If you're in the States or if you got the ability to call international, hell, call me. You know what I'm saying? Call me.
We love an open artist.
+1 +252 378 7799. All you got to do is hit pound 40M. I'll get up with you from there.
See, we love that. We love an open artist where we can actually have a dialogue, a full dialogue.
That's a fact.
Learn
And we
everything
dead
about them.
ass.
So then,
No doubt, no doubt.
is there anybody that we're going to try and push it out there because you never know? Is there anybody that you would like to be able to collaborate with, whether they're big, small, medium artists, anything at all that you've seen that you would like to be able to collaborate with? I don't know if there's many in your genre, if I'm honest. There's not many in your genre or doing what you're doing, so it's going to be hard for you to answer that for me. But
yeah, I really don't have anybody like that. I would just say I want to tap in with all the Melanites, man. You know what I'm saying? If you understand what it is to be this right here, bro, you know what I'm saying? If you a mature mind, if you lived long enough to have any real experience in this world, you even if you don't fully get it, you kind of get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't care if it's artists here, if it's artists abroad. You know what I'm saying? I want to tap in with every single Melanite who got the mind and got the heart for it. It's already it's in your spirit, it's in your DNA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the ones that got the heart, that aren't afraid. You know what I'm saying? Because I get it, your money tied up. Crack is paying you well to keep your mouth closed and pump poison to your people. I get it. That money good. But fuck that. You know what I'm saying? We got work to do. You feel me? Heavy on the floors.
Yes. And then, again, probably sounds silly, but these are all things that our people always ask. One message, you've got one message to give now, or one piece of inspiration, should I say. You've got one piece of inspiration to have to give to somebody listening now. I know you've already given loads, but I feel like you've got loads under that.
Right,
You've got loads there. You've got one piece of inspiration that you can give. It's going to be the resonating piece of what people are going to remember of you. Go. What are you giving us?
Love.
Think about it. Oh.
Love, man. At the end of the day, love yourself, love your people, love your journey. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, there are no rights, there are no wrongs, there are no mistakes, there are no failures. You know what I'm saying? It's a process. You know what I'm saying? We all got somewhere we getting to. This road could take you many different places. Some of it you get to choose, some of it you don't. You know what I'm saying? But enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself, love your people. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself and love your people.
That's amazing. But I do need to ask
Hmm.
though, what got you to this mind space? This is for me. This isn't even for any of that. I just need to know, if I'm honest. How did you get to this? Because this is something that I guess I've always struggled with. So it's kind of weird to connect with someone that has it. You've just, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain that any
Right.
better.
I got
This
you. I
is purely
got
for me. I'm not going to lie. This is purely for me.
you. No doubt, no doubt. Honestly, bro, just the creator, man. Like we all, and it sounds cheesy,
Yeah,
but it's real. You know what I'm saying? We are all born with certain things.
yeah,
You didn't get to choose your genetics.
yeah,
You didn't get to choose the combination of people that it took to make you. You didn't get to choose the environment that you were born into or that you were raised into until you were a certain age.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So because you don't really have control over everything, you know what I'm saying? Some things is kind of, I don't want to say divine,
yeah,
is bigger than you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like some things is just kind of like bigger than you. Like you don't see the effects of what you do today because you can't see time in its full span. You know what I'm saying? There are decisions that you gonna make today that will affect something 30, 40 years from now. There's no way for you to know that.
yeah. It's actually
You know what
inspiring.
I'm saying? There's no way for you to possibly know what that decision today is going to do in that time.
Yeah,
So at the end of the day, I don't try to take credit. I do have, certain traits of me that make me more prone to be this way, but my environment don't produce people like me under normal circumstances. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, I give it to the creator. I'm the way I am because that's the way I need to be to do whatever it needs me to do. Simple as that.
You're actually dead inspiring. It's just, it's, it's
It's facts. I can't take credit for it. I can't say why I have an interest in this. I can't say why, I can't. Sometimes it's not always a plus. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Sometimes it's a downside to this shit too. Like it ain't all sweet. Like, oh, Via 40M just loves his people and damn it, nah, it don't work like that. You know what I'm
no,
saying? I get slapped in the face sometimes for being this way. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go all the way with it. And I hope my people gonna be right there with me.
So is it purely, I guess, a faith thing that keeps you kind of, when those people do, they do slap you in the face with it, is it a faith thing that keeps you pushing on, pressing on? That faith in what the future can be? Is it purely that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, because I don't doubt us. I damn sure don't doubt me. You know what I'm saying? I don't doubt us. You know what I'm saying? I hate we are the way that we are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I hate that things are the way that they are, but I don't doubt us. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really see anything shaking that. And it's been tested many times. Many times.
By that reaction, I can tell it's been
By
time.
us, a
Yeah.
lot of the times too. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, it is what it is, though. Somebody got to do it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Wow, it's actually inspiring. I'm not going to lie, this part of it is purely for me because I think I don't, not to make it all about me, but I don't tend to have people like you in my world. So
no
the
doubt.
second I get to connect with somebody that kind of has that and has that ability to kind of pull me back into kind of reality of where things need to be, it takes
Right.
me a little bit, right? It takes me a little bit. So it's
No
kind of
doubt.
threw me
No
off. I
doubt.
wasn't
No
expecting
doubt.
that to happen. Not gonna lie. So
Yeah, well, listen, that means I'm doing what I'm
yeah,
supposed to do.
it definitely
You
hits
know what
and
I'm
it
saying? That
definitely
means I'm
resonates.
doing what I'm supposed to do. Hmm.
Good. So I guess final one from me then, as a kind of quick thing. So a you've got 20 seconds. I need you to pitch to us everything that you are, everything that you do, everything you want people to know. And then that can be our main snippet, I guess, of what people will see as our quick vid before they can see the full vid of what's happened. So pitch yourself. Come on, we'll elevator pitch it. You're on The
I
Apprentice now.
got you. I
You're on
got
The Apprentice. Let's go.
I got you. Heavy on the fours, you are now tapped in with Via 40M. We are the revolutionary rap movement slash progressive action. Just point blank period. If you a Melanite if you understand our situation, if you understand your history, where you come from and where your people are going to, we are the people that you need to tap into. Period. You know what I'm saying? We are using this music to tap in and connect with our people on a higher level. But at the end of the day, the movement is bar none. It is the focus. It is the push. Self-determination, independence, and Black love, power, and awareness. That's it.